Hi, welcome again to Family Values Unscripted. Today we'll be talking about the topic building the foundation that is conducive for your family growth or for growth in your family. We know that everything that we do or everything that is done, the first thing you do is build a foundation, and the foundation determines everything about the structure that you're about to build. It determines how high you can go, how wide you can go. It determines the strength of the thing that is being built. So foundation is very, very, very important. As a matter of fact, it's safe to say that it is of the uttermost important. So let's go to the video and we'll be right back.
Building a dream home begins with a vision of joy, warmth, and security, a haven where your family can grow and thrive for generations. As you embark on this exciting project, you wouldn't dare neglect the most crucial element, the foundation. Just as a house needs a solid base to withstand storms and the test of time, a family requires a strong foundation to navigate life's challenges. A family built on a shaky foundation is like a house built on sand. When the storms of life hit, and they inevitably will, such a structure is vulnerable to collapse. But there is hope. Just as a skilled architect carefully selects the strongest materials for a foundation, we too can choose to build our families on an unshakable bedrock, the love of God. This love, described in its purest form in 1 Corinthians 13, is not a fleeting emotion or a passing sentiment. When we build our families on this kind of love, we create a space where each member feels valued, respected, and empowered to grow. In the grand tapestry of life, few things are as precious and impactful as family. It's where we first experience love, belonging, and the profound joy of human connection. But like any valuable treasure, families require nurturing, care, and a solid foundation to truly thrive. That foundation, my friends, is love. Not just any love, but the kind of love described in 1 Corinthians 13, a love that is patient, kind, selfless, and enduring. This passage, often referred to as the love chapter, paints a vivid portrait of love in action. It's not simply a feeling but a verb, a call to actively demonstrate love in our daily interactions with those closest to us. When we embrace this kind of love, we create a home environment where grace abounds and forgiveness flows freely. Think of it this way: love is the mortar that holds the bricks of a family together. 1 Corinthians 13 is more than just a beautiful passage of scripture. It's a blueprint for building strong, loving families. It peels back the layers of human emotion to reveal the very essence of love, a love that is not self-seeking, easily angered, or resentful. It's a love that rejoices in truth, protects, trusts, hopes, and perseveres. True love, as described by Paul, is a conscious choice, a daily commitment to put the needs of others before our own. It's about extending grace when it's undeserved, offering forgiveness even when it hurts, and choosing understanding over judgment. In the context of family, 1 Corinthians 13 takes on even greater significance. It calls us to be patient with our spouses, even when they test our limits. It encourages us to treat our children with kindness, nurturing their hearts and guiding them with wisdom. Patience, the art of navigating family storms with grace. Patience. It's a word we hear often, but one that can feel elusive, especially within the whirlwind of family life. We are all human, prone to moments of frustration, impatience, and the occasional outburst. Yet, it is in those moments that the true test of patience arises, challenging us to respond with grace rather than react with anger. Patience is not about suppressing our emotions or pretending that everything is always rosy. It's about acknowledging our feelings, taking a deep breath, and choosing to respond in a way that reflects love and understanding. When we cultivate patience within our families, we create a safe space for open communication, forgiveness, and growth. Kindness and humility. Building blocks of a harmonious home. Kindness and humility. These two virtues, often intertwined, are essential building blocks of a harmonious and loving home. Kindness is about treating others with compassion, empathy, and genuine care, while humility reminds us that we are not always right and that there is always room for growth and understanding. In the context of family, kindness manifests in countless ways. It's about speaking to our loved ones with respect, even when we disagree. It's about offering a helping hand without being asked, lending an ear when someone needs to talk, and celebrating each other's victories, big or small. Humility allows us to approach our relationships with a posture of openness and a willingness to grow alongside our loved ones. The power of self-sacrifice, nurturing growth in your family garden. Self-sacrifice. It's a concept often misconstrued as losing oneself in the needs of others. However, true self-sacrifice, the kind rooted in love, is about recognizing that sometimes the greatest act of love is putting the needs of others before our own. Imagine a garden. For flowers to bloom and plants to thrive, they require careful tending, watering, and sometimes even pruning. In the same way, our families flourish when we are willing to make sacrifices, to give of ourselves freely and unconditionally. Self-sacrifice might look like a parent working extra hours to provide for their children's education, a spouse taking on more household chores to alleviate their partner's stress, or a sibling offering a listening ear and unwavering support during a difficult time. God, the cornerstone of an everlasting home. As we've explored the foundational principles of building a strong and loving family, one crucial element remains: God. He is the cornerstone, the bedrock upon which our families can stand firm amidst life's storms. Just as a house needs a solid foundation to withstand the elements, our families need the unwavering presence of God to navigate the complexities of life, relationships, and the challenges that inevitably come our way. He is our source of strength, wisdom, and guidance. When we invite God into our homes, when we make Him the center of our families, we open ourselves up to a love that surpasses all understanding. Building a family on the foundation of God's love means committing to His word, seeking His guidance through prayer, and creating a home environment where His presence is felt in every interaction. Remember, a family built on the foundation of God's love is a family built to last.
Hi, welcome back. I pray that something was said in this video that brought some clarity to you or encouragement to you that will help you in the building of your family. Some of us already, our families are already established, but we may be challenged in certain areas of our lives. One of the things that I want to echo from the video is love. Love changes everything. What love does for me personally, from a personal perspective and a personal standpoint, what love did for me is love allowed me to be vulnerable. And in my vulnerable state, the things that was in me that was not conducive to the growth of my family, that was hindering me from moving forward, hindering me from becoming better. And in so doing, it stagnated the growth of my family. So there were things in me that I needed to change, because as the father, as the husband, as the head of the household, everybody was looking at me, and there were things in me that I had from a child, different bad habits, different hurts, and different things that was hidden. And by love, right, by the love of my wife, by the love of the people that are around me, that allow me to be vulnerable, right, and open. And in my openness, right, I was able to talk to my wife. I was able to discuss with my children things that I've been through, and by they allowing me to be that way and allowing me to be open without judging me, right? It helped me to release the things of the past hurts, the past pains, the past fears, right? The things that I should be doing that I don't know how to do, right? And I know that it was necessary, but I didn't know how to do it. And by my wife, allowing me to talk about it and not making me feel less than a man for it, it put me in a position that I was able to develop it. But first I had to release the pain so that I was open, right? I was open for the information to enter into me that could bring about the change. I was open to accept the information because even from my wife, I've learned so much. Right? From my children, I've learned so much, and it helps strengthen the family dynamic. So it's not just from a man's perspective as us giving, we got to also be open to receive. So as we give love, we got to also be open to receive that love. So once again, thank you so much for joining us today on Families Values Unscripted. Like and subscribe. Don't forget, hit the notification button and share this video, or go back again and listen to it again, because we may not have gotten everything from this one time, but go back again and listen. And don't forget, let us know what topics you would like us to touch on, right? Because we're all about building and growing together. God bless.